Okay, so can you explain like what rank you are and everything like that?
So I am, at this point I am gold 3, and pretty much I remember everyone in the game was gold 3. I've been playing Heroes for 2 years. I've had 7,000 games. 6,000 of them, you know, quick match games. I can say more if you want.
No, that's good. You've played 7,000 Heroes of the Storm years, so we're
And that's the worst part. I mean, I consider myself a try hard. I've been trying to, climb the Hero League, and I'm still gold. And I'm here to know, how can I, climb the Hero League, and what do I suck at, in all honesty?
okay. I like you so far. Can we get the submitter's voice a bit? Yeah, I upped it to about 30%. You guys let me know how it is now. Okay.
I think maybe part of the problem is that I've had simply too many quick match games. I mean, I've only done 1,000 drafting, maybe. Maybe that's one of the problems.
That is one of the problems, and it's really interesting hearing somebody like you say that. I've been super vocal in the community about why quick match is such a problem, and the fact that you even just question that and saying, I wonder why that, if it's quick match that's the problem. I absolutely agree that it could be, it could have significant impact on your playstyle. So, okay, you drop the QNW, and then you just, I mean, I thought your placement was good. You just took a lot of damage. That's really unfortunate because you just spent all of your cooldowns there. Not worth using your D either. I don't know if there's much else that you could have done here. Let's look. He gets hooked in right away. Your Q stays a little bit long, but I don't know if you Q him earlier if anything gets better. I mean, if your W placement is different, if you W closer to yourself, then you're fine. Yeah, you can't even do this early, my bad. But yeah, I think if you just use your Q a little bit earlier and place your W differently, he lives. But honestly, like that was them getting hooked and everything. I don't know if there's a whole lot you can do to change the outcome of that.
I should probably say this. I play with a high latency.
How high?
250. This is on America's region. I play on both regions. I mean, Europe and Americas.
Okay. So knowing that straight up, like you're gonna have to be a little bit more cautious about using your E, because it's a high risk skill shot. If you're only throwing it out once and not getting the second proc off of it, it's not worth using. So like that, it's not worth using it there. It just hurts your mana pool and it does literally nothing to your opponents. So be careful there.
So like 3 or 4 of us were in voice chat and we were talking mostly in voice chat. I think the Lemming asked, I think we just told the Lemming that if Zeratul jumps on you, so you just take Calamity and you jump on him too, like that. However, the Lemming goes something very weird.
Force armor starting off is a good choice.
Yeah, but the Living Bomb has damage over time and it consumes all of the spell block on Lemming.
Yeah, I mean, not just that, but Malfurion can trigger it, Stitches can trigger it, many people can trigger it, but the point is, Zeratul can never open up onto Lemming out of stealth and get a lot of damage in. That's like the whole point of running Force armor. You'll always find arguments for things that can break spell armor.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the Vala build, chat. It's just obviously already boosted. Unless you guys want to actually know the right build for it, but okay, so far nothing too much that you can do differently. The only thing I would, hey,
I always find Vala pick to be like a troll pick. I mean, I don't know what what is the role of Vala here in this game.
Yeah, people are just comfortable with it. This game is already starting off to be a really big mess. You go down bottom, you do have to stay mid here just because of, I'll show you. The only way that you do anything bottom is if you use dragon. So right here, they have control over top. You guys are missing soak here. Like, this is bad. This is bad. Your team loses bottom. You guys can't rotate down and win a fight down here because they have 3. You have to stay mid and stay like in this region and try to help your Vala out. You might even have to use Dragon Queen to stop them from capping. But the last thing that you should do is go bottom. In fact, like, you can also bring up Ragnaros and he can use his Molten Core to stall, but you guys are missing soak up here. And you rotating down means that they should just be able to get this for free if they play it right, but for some reason they didn't hold on to bottom. They just misplayed this. Just as a general rule of strategy, if they have both like that and you move into the bottom side or the top side, they can just overload mid and then take it. Especially when you only have one person there defending. Like, they just misplayed this. They could have got that cap for free. Just based off of your guys' movements. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What rank is this?
Gold 3.
Yeah. The dragon was a little ambitious as well. I think you have to be more reserved when using it. You need to be able to try to get something with it. Even if you pop dragon, the only thing that you're going to do there is just allow your teammate to survive, and it's not worth the substantial cooldown this stage of the game. Like, it's, 2 minutes here, 150 seconds just to keep somebody alive when their death timers are super low. It's just not worth using.
On a battleground like this one, I'm not really sure when to use my dragon. I mean, if it was like Infernal Shrines, I knew that there was going to be a team fight, so I would simply use my dragon, but on this battleground, I really don't know.
It's a good point. So there's a couple of ways that you can use it to be really effective. Let's say, hypothetically, you have top control and you're fighting for bot control. I think that's a fantastic time to push in, especially when top is holding top. You pop dragon, you push in on bottom, you take bottom, and then you can fight for mid. Also, if you have both and you're trying to force a fight mid, you just pop it and walk in. If you get a Dragon Knight for using your dragon form, it's absolutely worth it. And then, of course, you would always want to use it whenever a team fight breaks out. But that's an excellent time to use it when you want to take this shrine and it gets you a double cap. Or if you want to try to push in mid when you already have the double cap, those are both all great times to use it.
Right.
Also, if they invade, another good time to use it.
Invade camps, you mean?
Yeah, if they invade your siege camp, you can pop it because it gets a lot of value. Imagine dragon being here and they're all over here and you're just pushing in, fighting them. Lots of value. You're not having mana problems just yet, but do you have to be cautious about using your E and not getting follow-up E's?
Matter of fact, I hardly ever have mana problems with Alex, and that's the reason why Alex is my main support.
Okay. You sound exactly like this dude I watch on YouTube who talks about crop circles.
Well, I don't know him.
I believe you. It's just the accent.
So, I should say this about this game, I blame this loss mostly on our, 3 assassins. Diablo makes mistakes, but he's probably as tilted as I am.
What do you mean you blame it? Like, do you blame them during the game?
I don't really. I mean, Liming takes glass cannon into a zero tool. Do you think that's fine?
No, of course not. That's
So,
absolutely insane. Yeah, stuff like that, like, sure, but I mean, it's just, it's never an effective, like, if you start like shit talking them in game or like saying stuff about them in game, that's always a problem, because that, you're becoming part of the issue. You step in there, that's pretty scary. Popping dragon like as the VP's about to time out is a decent idea, but don't step in, because then that just gives hit confirm for them.
I don't think I started talking, talking stuff to them, but I simply, I mean, I didn't say anything to Ragnaros, but he has gone the E build. I don't know about that.
You do have some pretty wild builds on your team. This guy's master of all abilities. Is the auto attack, you got Q and W. This is a fun time. Solo lane Vala, by the way. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a tough one. It's even tough for me to find things that you're doing wrong here, because Alexstrasza is very much a team fighting style hero, and if you don't have a team that can team fight well, she becomes very useless. E build is nice. No, it's not.
Actually, before this, I had readied up another Alex game of mine that I carried to win, but I decided to send this one that I lost because I wanted to know how could I have win this one.
I'm gonna try to find a way for you to win this one. We're not talking about E-build Alexstrasza, we're talking about E-build Ragnaros. And why it's not good. Scooby Fatness. People have weird names. Okay. This is gold, silly bunny gal. You get clumped on the VP, so that's a little unfortunate. They are just chasing you to... Okay, I'm gonna look at this again. You should be setting up a W for you to walk into, and also, yeah, just trying to heal yourself up any way possible. Set up the W on the ground as you're walking away so you can walk into it. It's one thing you could have... A couple things here. Yeah, out of all the games that we've seen today, this one definitely has the wildest builds. So you want to set up your W so you can walk into it and just hit them with an E so you can... yeah, just get yourself any way of escaping here. Drop you, like, as soon as you get out of that VP, drop a W in your way of escaping and then E through them as you're walking away. So you get healed up faster. Just being faster with your abilities like that. You got Dragon now. Use your E to slow them down. They still just body even when all the assassins are just taking so much damage.
He gets the MVP, by the way.
Who does? Vala?
Zero.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's putting a lot of pressure onto them. More A-steps in Dragon? Yeah, I agree. Moving more, getting better positioning, and just getting better auto attacks in with your Dragon form is going to help out a lot. They've got double cap level 13. You guys basically have to give DK. Jeez. Damn.
This was a waste of ult, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
I simply didn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you just let him walk away from that one. There's no killing him in that scenario. He spent VP to get a 10% health kill. Just let him have it. This is a tough replay to watch, I'll be completely honest. This one has just... It's way easier looking at an Alexstrasza game when there's just like some cohesion with your team. But right now it's just so all over the map. Literally.
So do you think Alexstrasza was not the best pick into this composition and
did
this
you
map, maybe?
when did the pick come through?
Maybe I was the third pick.
Okay. Focus your autos over here. Yeah. How is this guy just not dying? Is this a grief tank build? See, this would have been an excellent time to use your ult, like a little bit before. Chasing back in, using your dragon to get onto the backside of the fight. It would have been fantastic.
Right.
Oh, this person just keeps running it in. All right. It's a little bit difficult playing Alex into like KT benefits a lot. I don't know what this build is. KT benefits a lot from playing against Alex just because you guys have to stack up in order to get healed. Zeratul gets Q resets on a stacked composition. Leoric gets a lot of value. Like Stitches get, honestly, all of their heroes get a lot of value out of stacking. So that alone makes it kind of difficult to play into, and the map as well. It's not Alex's best map. It's honestly like one of her worst ones in my opinion. But, so based on all of that, yes, I would say that there would be better supports to play.
Do you think Uther would have worked here? I mean, how is Uther on this map?
Better. I think Uther sucks though, to be completely honest. Like for the most part, he's not that great. Rehgar is good. Malfurion is good. Stukov I think is better. Stukov could be pretty scary against this Zeratul, but and then of course Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain would have been massive. Deckard's so damn good. What about Whitemane? I forgot about Whitemane. I don't know. Is she good? I think she's broken. I think she's so good. Uther would not have been a better pick here. I agree. I don't like Uther at all. Okay, so you pop your ult a little bit late, but like, I mean, you're popping it and fighting into a. Okay, now you're level 16, but she's already gotten gorged. Just gotta try to escape here.
We don't have our 16 talents.
Oh, you do now, but you didn't. You got it off the Leoric kill. You hit level 16. So just all of this is just bad. Q build with root at 13 is broken as hell. I just haven't seen a lot of people playing him or her at high rank Whitemane. Do you like Whitemane?
Myself, yes.
Yeah, I think she's super good.
I haven't played with Whitemane much, but given that I haven't played much with her and she sounds decent to me, I think she's probably good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in general, just against all the heroes that you're up against, it is a difficult pick. And just, yeah, on this map where your opponents aren't forced into fighting like over any single point, I would personally be staying away from playing Alex unless you're on something like Shrines or Volskaya. Udall and Dunk have been playing Whitemane whenever possible. Okay, awesome. How do you build Whitemane? Basically Q build with her with a root at 13. And then the healing heroic, armor heroic. That's what I like best personally. Yeah, so use your ult here. And she just dodges everything. Why can't I see where you're landing?
I didn't see Vala at first. I landed it on Stitches, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think you could have hit Vala and kept her alive there if you had eyes on her.
Yeah, but originally I was one screen away, you know.
Yeah.
This is where I realized she went glass cannon.
Does she even
She
attempt
dies
to
at
blink
full
it?
health.
Almost. Does she even attempt to blink it? Or teleport it? No. Doesn't even care. Doesn't even try. That sucks.
He has never seen Pyroblast.
That's brutal. Yeah, honestly, I just feel bad for you this game. There's not a whole lot for me to say. Your team's just getting absolutely bodied.
Yeah, I think Diablo has a point.
I mean, you've got like 7 deaths on your Ragnaros. You know, 6 deaths on your Li Ming. Like, that's pretty rough. And I wouldn't say that all of them are because you didn't land heals. There's only been like 2 or 3. And when you're seeing numbers like that, it's just, sometimes it's just a lost game. Pyro vs. Alex is legit with D level 7. I completely agree. I completely agree. Pyro's not a troll talent. Like, you know, I know we like make fun of Pyroblast sometimes, like between my stream and March's stream, but it's not a troll talent at all. It's actually really good. In some situations. It's not good to go like every game, but it is actually really good. Yeah, Pyro used to be troll, but it's not anymore. See, like, you know a game's rough when you have a flank in the bush, off-lane Vala, like, against level 20 Zeratul, just, like, stuff like that. Like, honestly, man, I hate, like, just blaming what I'm seeing, but there's very little that I can tell you that you can work on in this game, aside from just stuff that I'm seeing you do. Like this, like, Vala walks up to a Zeratul by herself when she's level 18 against a 20 Zera. Like this, already, like, it's just, it's unbelievable. She tried to trade into him.
And being a talent down, that is.
Yes.
On this stuff, I usually pick, you know, an offlane, but just as soon as the drafting began, he hovered over Ragnaros, so I thought Ragnaros is our offlane. So I just decided to pick something else.
I mean, Ragnaros is the offlane. It's just, I don't know why Vala was there the whole time. Vala lost her souls.
Contact here, I played another Hero League game just after this, and I was again a teammate with Ragnaros, and he blamed me.
Well, just ignore them, man. Like, I mean, if this game is just any, like, me going over this, this game is not your fault that you lost it. Like, I think you could have picked a different hero, and I think that there's obviously things that you can personally be doing better, but it's tough to talk about that when the game is this rough, you know, like when people are this clueless in this game. Like, this is a very tough one.
Sometimes I wonder if these people are gold and I am gold, then maybe something is wrong with me, or maybe something is wrong with the ranking system.
No, you're just rolling the dice. That's it. So this scenario where your team gets bodied this hard, you encounter an equal amount of these games where your opponents have these people. That's how it works. You will always encounter an equal amount of games over enough sample size. So as long as you play, you know, 100, 200 games in a season, these games are irrelevant. Like, completely irrelevant. These games, like, that's why whenever people are like, oh, my teammates always suck, I'm like, no, they don't, because that's not possible. There's no possible way that your teammates suck every game. The only way that that can be true is if you also suck equally as bad or worse than your teammates. Because, yeah, if you play 200 games, your opponents suck just as hard as when you have those teammates. You know, like in this game in particular, the red team has the objectively smarter players, better picks, I would say, for the most part, and better. Yeah, and they just played the map better. You being on this team, but having all of these players and roles reversed happens an equal amount of times. So, yeah, I don't think this is the problem. I think you can look at choosing different heroes. Alexstrasza is very much a team fighting, you need your team in order to be good comp. Like, the fact they have to stand on a circle during a finite time in order to get healed for most of it. You know, Deckard Cain, similar situation, but you can lay down the potions and they can walk into it whenever. So that's, and you can also force them to take it by landing your Q onto them. Yeah, I would be choosing heroes that don't require that amount of thought in order for your allies to get healed. That's just me personally. And also just playing it against the likes of a Kilthos, Zeratul, that sort of thing. It's just tough.
Right.
Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to really point out a whole lot more on this one. This was just it was a tough game to look at, or like to go over.
One thing I want to know, if you can say anything about it. I just want to know, really, I mean, what do I suck at? I mean, I am still in gold, right? So I suck at something. What is it really?
We need more game. Like, I need to see another game of yours. There's things that you're doing on the map that show that you're not like 100% sure where you should be. When you rotate down bottom, when they have control over top and bottom, that was one thing that showed me. When you rotate up top just to like heal your offlane Vala, that's another thing where it's like you're just completely giving up this mid lane. So there are times where you have displayed on this map in particular that you're just not sure where to be sometimes. And I bet you that exists across all of the heroes you play, not just this Alexstrasza. You're missing some abilities and things are coming out a little bit. Hey?
I was, rotating to heal the offlane Vala because I'm the healer. Maybe I thought to myself that my role is to heal people and keep them, in the game.
Ooh.
That was my idea, maybe.
Ooh. Let me tell you how wrong you are. Your job is not to heal the offlaner. It almost never is. The only real support that ever heals the offlaner is Deckard Cain. He can walk up, drop a couple potions. That's about it. Aside from that, the offlane's job is to not die and not take damage. That's literally their job. You know, if you're rotating top, the only time you ever rotate top is to either clear out like a 4-person push with Bruiser Camp, something crazy like that, or to take this shrine. To walk up to heal them, that means that your ally played so damn wrong. Also, you showing top means that your opponents control mid and bottom. So you going up to heal top lane is actually really bad most of the times.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, so it's not your, like, I just want you to know that it is not your job to heal up your offlane Vala. Your offlane Vala's job is to not die. That's the whole point of the offlane. Offlane right now is so messed up because the state of the game is in such a way where offlane playing aggressively means you're playing it improperly. Because if you're, theoretically, this Vala is playing super aggro, okay, clears this wave, chunks out the Lyric top lane, Lyric sitting at the wall. You're playing against a Zeratul and a Stitches mount, like, you're just dead. 100%. If Vala ever plays aggro in this lane, she dies. The only time she should ever play aggro is if she's trying to take control of the shrine. And sometimes she can only do that when there's 3 showing bottom and 1 showing mid. Like, that's the whole point of the offlane. Because playing aggressively just to get a 250 experience tower is not worth the risk that you pose for doing such a thing.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's also the comment in chat. That's also why the offlaner right now typically in the meta has self-sustain, because, Blaze self-sustain, Leoric self-sustain, Yrel infinite self-sustain. Stuff like that. Thrall, you can even play him in the offlane. He's got self-sustain. That's Malthael, same thing. All of these heroes, Sonya, have self-sustain built in. So yeah, aside from that, it's basically like I would need to see another game. What time is it for
Another
you?
Alex game or another
Any
game
support.
in general?
I think maybe a different hero. But what time is it for you? Where do you live?
It's actually 9 in the morning.
Ah, okay. So, are you EU? You must be.
Actually, I'm in the Middle East.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be doing a EU style, there's not style, EU time community coaching starting this week, actually. I believe it's this week.
Well, that's great because I was concerned how I was gonna, because I'm gonna find a job and from now on, I can't really be into coaching at this time of
Yep.
the day.
Yeah, so we will be,
It's really great.
it's not going to be like your time zone in particular. We're going to be doing London time, but still it's better than this.
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah. So just stay in tune with the Discord, and we'll let you know when we're doing that. And probably in
Yeah.
like a couple weeks you can get in. Let's get another support game.
Support game then.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna tell you this, I have 2,000 games with Leeming.
Oh, I mean that's fine. I'd love to watch a Limian game. Also, yeah, you're 16. If you're going, yeah. Oh wait. Oh, okay, no, it's fine. Yeah. So get me a Limian game then.
Okay then. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll talk to you later.
Hopefully, see you later.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye.
Bye.